What is Firebase Studio and what's it for? Well, as you can see, this is Firebase Studio, essentially an AI-powered application that enables us to create mobile apps, backends and front ends using AI and this tool. This way we can build our apps much more easily and dynamically. It's not complicated and we don't need coding skills. That's key for using this app. So with this application, we can easily create those apps. How can we create our first Firebase Studio account? Well, as you can see, we're on the Firebase Studio homepage. It's crucial to be on firebase.studio, not the other Firebase page, which is for explanations and not for using this AI intro. Let's click Get Started. We'll accept the terms and confirm, and just like that, we've set up our first account. Super easy. Now we can start programming or building our first AI app prototype. How does the Firebase Studio interface work? As you can see, we're already inside the interface. This is everything we can see and use here, okay? First, we have the AI prototype for creating or coding an app. Basically, we'd input a prompt here, right? We can even add images alongside the written prompt. From that, it creates an app sketch. If we approve it, it generates the app automatically. We can also modify things to change the app or its features as needed. I've actually done this, and you can see a video of how it's done on my channel, okay? It's a bit about nutrition, okay? I input what I've eaten, and it automatically adds it to my daily consumption. It was messed up, but I finally fixed it. As you can see, here's the whole process. I've set it to stick 100, and here's all the info for that specific food, right? Until we reach the daily goals. The thing is, in this interface, we have all this to see what we've created. Plus, we can write changes we want to make in the app and see them happen in real time using AI. We also have the switch to code option in the top right. That's the name, by the way, if you want to change it. If we switch to code, we'd see the whole studio with the code and each section it generated to create this app. It has sections to explore everything, then a search bar, and controls that give us a complete overview. We've told it what changes to make, and it's been doing them so we can verify they're correct. We can see the run section, though it's not enabled yet. This way we can view and edit our code directly. Then we could switch back to see our code visually again, right? What's happening on screen? And if we're happy with what we've done, we can even publish it. Publishing costs money, but it's an option. These are the main features of Firebase Studio. With this, you could create your first app very easily. How would we create our first app or prototype with Firebase Studio? As you can see, we're inside Firebase Studio, and it's already asking us to describe the app prototype we want to make so it can assist us with its AI. I've given this description of what I want my app to do. Count calories and track goals, and we'll click on Prototype with AI. Here, it'll start the process and provide us with each step it'll take, like the first one, user and profile calories calculation, which is basically the profile and calorie calculation for the user. A daily summary, which has become very popular lately. Taking a photo of food to recognize calories. Also calculating through a calorie search, and the history and analytics features. It shows the colors it'll use and create a clean, spacious layout with typography and animations. If you don't like it and want to add more, you can input changes here and apply them. For example, I'll simply ask it to change the colors, and as you see, it's done, with more detailed changes shown. You can do this with any section, adding whatever you want, and when you're happy with the result, click on prototype.list.app. Also, for easier changes, if you have a specific idea in mind, you can add an image of what you want to create. So let's click prototype.list.app, and you'll see it starting to create the entire app prototype, literally coding how this app will function. And as you can see, we now have a preview of the profile. Here we have the age section, and we can change all these parameters as I just did. For example, we switched from maintain weight to gain muscle. We've also set it to very active and so on. We hit update profile, and as you can see, my profile has been updated. Now you'll notice there's no section to log and calculate my daily activity. It's showing the app's interface, so let's add those changes. I've added that section, and now I'll input what I've eaten. It asks for comma separated entries. Let's hit log and see if it works. As you can see, it's adding up our calorie progress throughout the day, and we could keep adding until we reach our daily goal. That's the target we've set for today, but that's fine. I'd also like it to show if certain items are carbs or how much protein they contain. It should show what I ate in carbs and proteins that day. So we're going to create a section for that too. I've told it to add a section. Now it's making those changes. Let's see how it turns out and if it gives me what I want. As you can see, it's now asking for the grams of protein. I've just entered that and it's adding it here, but this isn't what I was looking for. What I wanted was for it to calculate based on the food I input. Let's see if we can do that, and now it seems it has. Let's see if this has worked. As you can see, I put in 200 grams by mistake, which gave me an error. In these cases, we simply click on the issue, then fix error, and the program automatically fixes it completely. With the problem solved, you can see it starts working. Let's try. We enter chicken 200 grams, lock food, and it keeps adding up. We could track calories eaten during the day towards our goals. Now we could add an image to make the profile look nicer. As you can see, you can easily create apps from scratch using this Firebase Studio guide. Sorry, I meant Firebase Studio.